What's up, everybody? Welcome to AEW Uncensored. I'm here with my man, Alan. We are the Bridge and Tunnel Connect, Nolan Hash, and of course, the Beast from the East.
The least
research.
Research.
As always, please like, share, subscribe. Hit the thumb, hit the bell. Help us out. Do it with your family and friends' phones. I don't know. Share it elsewhere. Everything we do is on uncensoredalliance.com, so find everything there. Twitter, AEW Uncensored. I don't know why I just said that. I've not been saying it lately because I just don't have Twitter anymore. Email AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Send us emails, love mail, hate mail, questions, comments, statements. Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. Throw that in the search bar, and we have a page and a group. They'll both pop up. Like the page, join the group. We are on all third-party podcast applications. We are also on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeart. Please, on iTunes, leave us a review. Thank you very much. Skype, link in the description of the YouTube and the podcast version of this. So join us on Skype. We have a Skype chat right now where Big Dub is attacking Simon and making fun of him for watching soccer over the show, I believe. Oh, okay. He's making fun of his favorite team. He also made fun of him for watching soccer over the show. So, I believe that's it. Catch us 3:05 Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America every Sunday. And that's it.
Yeah.
So we'd love to have you live if you're interested. You know. Yes, Big Dub. We know you left a review. He says, "What's with the gunshots? Does he need to call 911?" That's some chop suey going on. That's a little action in the kitchen. Oh yes,
that's some kitchen action right now. That's not bullets. Tonight's chicken.
Chicken's on deck.
Chicken's on deck.
Simon says they've been in a proper bad mood recently. Okay. Oh yeah. For anybody listening in the UK, that is 8:05 p.m. UK time.
Yes.
So on Sundays. So shout out to Simon for keeping us up to date on across the pond there. So anyway, I didn't even fucking prep my notes, which is like I'm gonna do right now, like a dumbass. I just sync them up to my tablet. But couple things real quick. We could talk the ratings, man. The ratings dipped to 80. I think it was 89.
Yeah.
800. I'm sorry, 890.
890.
Somewhere around there. If we're not right on, we're close. Man, I mean, you really had the fucking world by the balls for 2 weeks, and you threw out 2 fucking mediocre shows, and then you got a kind of mediocre show this time too.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore about it.
Yeah, we kind of beat it over the head a couple weeks ago, but it was a yawner, I think. I had a couple of things I wanted to bring up, this week. And they again, we'll get into this when we talk about the Jericho promo. There's way too much of the breaking of the fourth wall. They do it in every show. They do it in the commentary on Dark, and they do it on the commentary on Dark Elevation. They're using all these crazy terms like selling and promo, and you're supposed to be trying to take it all seriously, and you can't take it seriously when they're doing that.
All right, calm down. Let's get to it first. One thing at a time. We're not even done with the
oh, yeah. No, I was just giving a basic summary. We were talking about the ratings.
Alan is hot, bro. So, real quick, one thing I will say about the ratings that might have hurt was apparently Biden finally decided to do some kind of I don't know what you would call it, like address of our nation.
Yeah, a state of whatever.
Finally, 958 days in, he's decided he's going to actually talk.
Right.
No, but all joking aside, sorry, you liberal cooks. Um, yeah, so that could have easily been another reason why they lost a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's see what Dub says. NBA playoffs, okay.
Well, the NBA playoffs, if anything.
Oh, the last week of May. Okay, that's what he's saying. The NBA playoffs, Dynamite might move to Fridays.
I don't see
The
why. The
28th at 10
NBA
p.m.
audience is tanking faster than Dynamite ever could even hope to. So who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. But they're always going to go with the big four over,
Yeah, they will.
the big sports. That's something we could talk real quick. Apparently now that Warner, I believe, right? Time Warner, what is it? What is it now? I don't even know. Like they've merged and turned. And
It's
whatever.
AT&T
I think it's just
Time Warner, I think is what it's called.
Okay, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So they purchased the rights to the NHL,
Yep.
and apparently everybody, from what I'm hearing, the NHL is like a Wednesday night deal. So people are concerned that might mean AEW is going to move time slots or days. I'm sorry. However, I mean, you never know. They could put the hockey on TBS, or another channel that they have. So there's that. I heard that. Who were they with? CBS?
I think they were
before?
with CBS, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I heard that CBS was only like trying to offer him 100 million or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Warner like went fucking ape shit and went like double that or something or triple that. Like,
yeah,
they kind of just fucking.
They went
like,
all in. They went all in
man,
on NHL.
Man, you really overbid. You bid against your fucking self at that.
Pretty
point,
much.
Who knows? Maybe they didn't know what the number was, and maybe it just came out after the deal was done. But, yeah, it's pretty funny that they just fucking shot for the moon on that.
That is ironic, though, that if after all this, NXT moves and AEW's all by itself, and now they may have to still leave Wednesdays if, in fact, this happens with NHL.
Irony. Right, the irony.
Yeah.
There. I mean, look, Thursday night's not the worst.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
In fact, Thursday's prime time. That's actually that's more attractive than Wednesday.
Right. I mean, maybe we've may said it too. That 6:05 on a Saturday, I wouldn't be upset about either.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. They're not going to want to have a day where people are out.
Sure.
To take away from the ratings, so they wouldn't do that.
They want prime time.
Right. They want a weekday where people are home from work. They're going to sit there. They're going to watch a show, and et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, and Big Dub says it was NBC. Okay, I was mistaken.
Okay, NBC. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about hockey. I don't care who has what rights to what. I really just don't. That shit changes every fucking year or two. So UFC, I was surprised. UFC, I'm a big UFC fan, and they're just like, they've moved channels like 5 times already in the past 10 years. So, it's whoever's offering the most money at this point. That's basically what these companies do. Keep the term short and just let them fucking, let them offer.
Yeah.
Apparently Warner is offering lots of money.
Which is really weird because, so I could say this from the entertainment side, from what I know, Warner is trying to shed money at the moment. DC Comics has been feeling that, and then other parts of their business have been feeling that too. So it's interesting that they're trying to shed money on some of their portfolio, but then they decide to just go nuts on this.
I think it's like who said it in the chat there? Simon. It's like everything's going to the on-demand or streaming model. You know what I mean? So all these companies are now, everybody's making their move to pick off the things that they don't own that they can use to stream.
Yeah.
Like Peacock did with the WWE. Warner's probably doing that same thing with NHL. So there's always a play going on right now. I really feel like within the next 5 years, almost everything's going to mainly be streaming, and especially in 10 years. And come 5-10 years from now, the cable companies right now, they're already trying to start tiering your internet. So they're doing that while like they're slowly losing the television sales and the telephone. Between the telephone and the television, cable, they're losing their shirts. So now you've noticed that over the last decade, they started with like 1 or 2 tiers, like when internet was big. And now the more that streaming's come along, it's like you got 5 tiers of, gig speed, 200, 400, 500, So they're really trying to, they're eventually going to, basically, let's put it this way. They're going to like have their hands in your pocket regardless. You know how you were paying $250, $300 for cable, internet, and phone? Now you're going to be paying $250 just for fucking internet.
Exactly. Just for all your streaming.
It's only a matter. Right. It's a matter of time, and that's not even. That's just the internet. The source. What you need to watch the source material. Now you're gonna have $250 internet, and you're gonna have to pay $5 for this app, $5 for that app, $10 for this app, $5 for that app. You're gonna have 20 fucking apps. You're gonna be paying $650 a month for fucking to watch shit. The only good thing is if you could get one service that kind of has a couple channels you really want, and then you want specific targeted stuff. Like for me, like ESPN Plus would be cool because I'm a USC fan, but I'm not even popping on. I'm like, whatever. I'll see what I see. There's ways, and that's that. Disney Plus, like, oh, I like this shit. I'm boycotting them right now, so fuck them. But people are doing other things like sharing. Then you got Netflix. Like I have Hulu. I have Hulu. The only reason I have Hulu is because of TNT.
Yeah.
And watching AEW live. I'm sure I could probably find it on some other fucking way. That's free, but who knows? Maybe BR. I don't know if BR plays it. They might. I believe it's free on there, but I don't know if they play it live. So
I actually do through Optimum. So we have Optimum over here, and if you have an Optimum account, you can watch it live through that account.
But that's cable. You only have internet, or do you have cable?
Oh no, we do have cable as well here. Yeah.
Right. I don't know if you have Optimum internet, which I have as well. If I would be able to just watch it, I might have to have it on my cable package in order to watch it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I did away with cable probably a year and a half ago, over a year, probably 2 years now. I started with Sling, and I went to Hulu. Hulu had a little more that I was interested in, local channels that I didn't need to use like an antenna for, because I tried the antenna and I was like, this is pretty shitty. So anyway, let's get back to the regularly scheduled program. Did you have any other miscellaneous shit to talk about?
No, I don't think so.
Simon says, do you guys do IPTV? I don't. I've heard of it. Our boy Eddy does it. You've seen Eddy in here. But he's Portuguese, so he grew up in Portugal. He lived in Portugal. He's also, grew up and lived here as well. Like he's back and forth when he was younger, a few times. But so he watches a lot of that stuff, and actually he gets a lot of stuff free based off that we don't watch here, that we can't get, like UFC pay-per-views he could watch for free on his Portuguese channel, because they don't pay for it over there. Only we get fucked over here. Simon, I think BT Sport is where UFC plays on in the UK. So, I mean, you get UFC free if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong with that, Simon? Like he could answer me right back. I gotta wait for his answer. Do you have any miscellaneous anything?
No, I just wanted to close the NHL conversation. So I didn't want to ignore Big Dub. He did say in the chat here that he believes this is the secondary package that they picked up. So that means the Wednesday games would actually be on ESPN. So it may not necessarily be on TNT if, in fact, ESPN is getting the majority of the TV schedule. So that is possible. But you're right that this was brought up as a possibility that it would be on TNT. So I guess we're not really going to know for sure yet. But, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Simon says, yeah, BT Sports. Yeah, because I know you guys have BT Sports, and I'll just say that I've watched it on BT Sports here. I'll leave it at that. I get to watch some European commercials. I'll just leave it there. So That's how I kind of know it's free over there, which is bullshit. It's like, only here do we have to fucking pay $65 for a fucking pay-per-view,
Exactly.
while the rest of the world gets it for fucking free. Like, fuck us. Everybody else can have it
Just
for
like
free.
healthcare.
Right? Yeah, it's bullshit.
Oh, yes, Jimmy, it's chicken tonight.
Yeah, we spoke about that,
Yeah.
Jimmy. You're late to the game,
Big
bro.
Dub thought he heard shots fired in the background. That was actually salad getting made.
Oh man, that's like fucking the fucking Kandahar province and shit. Simon says I can introduce you to a guy, quote unquote. Yeah, we might have the same guy. His name is Firestick.
Right.
Okay, I guess you're talking about the IPTV. Yeah. We'll talk. All right, so let's move on now. All right, I said all right like 50 fucking times in 3 seconds. I apologize. Maybe we should talk about this now, or should we wait? Let's wait till we get to this elite shit. All right. So Brian Cage versus Hangman to start off. So Cage attacks Hangman before the match. Hangman's doing his thing, walking, getting the pyro, and then he gets attacked by Cage. Hits him with a power bomb on the outside. Team Taz runs out and joins in to attack him. Of course, Dark Order comes out to help Hangman out. So Hangman's a little fucking beat up before the fucking match even starts. He took that little beating. So this brawl though that happened between Team Taz and Dark Order, I was really like, put life into your craft, man. Like, put some effort into your craft. Like, it gets to the point, I get it's a brawl and it's a pull apart, but Reynolds and Starks tangled. They started tangling up, and they both looked like they were toddlers fighting.
Yeah.
They were like, the punches were awful. They barely looked like they were touching each other. And then there was a lot, just like a lot of weak attacks between the groups in general. I mean, really, like, take fucking pride in your work, man. Like, I don't feel like they take pride in their work. Like, nobody's watching you. The fucking world is watching you, bro. You're on TNT. So, I don't know. Like, I just put some effort into your craft. That started the fucking thing off, but, that was it. Even when, I have it here, I'm sorry, it was below. But when Starks was attacking Hangman, he looked awful. Like, to start it off before the brawl really happened, like it like they didn't look like believable stomps at all. It wasn't a good way to start the show off. I get what they did. Again, how many fucking matches do we need with a fucking run-in? Can we fucking get a match without a run-in? I obviously understand why they did this with the result of the match. So, the match was good, and we finally get a heel win over a babyface. So Brian Cage shocks the world here and gets the W over the #1 contender.
He not only got the win, he got the win after the face was attacked part of the match. You would think for sure that was going to result in Hangman winning. I certainly did. So this is very surprising.
That's how they kind of played, the loss.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, Cage hit 3 of his big moves to finish the match in a row. So that was good. When he hit those 3, I go, they're going to have this motherfucker kick out.
The same thing.
Dude, that was the first thing I said.
The
they're going to have this guy kick out of these 3 massive fucking power moves. I said, that's it. I'm fucking over. Podcast done. And then he pins him. I said, holy shit. Took me by surprise. Yep. So, no, the match was good itself. I get the attack at the beginning. Like, that made more sense for why, the match went the way it did. But still, the brawl just looked fucking sloppy. You know what I mean? So step it up, guys. And I like a lot of the Dark Order guys, and I think Starks is better than that. But come on, man, come on, show a little effort.
Yeah, it's the same every. Well, we would say this till we're blue in the face. It feels like the same every week.
Jimmy says, Simon, are you marked safe from the football rise? AKA soccer. Simon says, I thought the noise was Omega's old Terminator entrance music.
That's good.
Thank God he doesn't do that as much anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a time waster and ridiculous in the middle of a match. Anyway, next up we got the Elite promo in the limo. I didn't like this, even though I laughed and thought it was funny when Nakazawa beeped the horn. Like, I laughed at it, but my heart says, like, you're fucking ruining what you're doing. Like, you're ruining your, like, I don't know. Like the Omega thing is, like, so good at times, and then they do, like, a weird thing like that, and they make him look like a fucking dummy. You know what I mean? I don't mind the fucking, the goofiness, the not even goofiness. What do you call, like, the erraticness of him? Where he's, like, serious and then a little unhinged and then a little goofy. Like, I like that. I like that thing. That part of his gimmick. But to like show like he's afraid like of beeping, and they're all jumping and over, like, I just thought that was just ridiculous. It was too much. That's just after he's saying, "Oh, we ain't scared." Obviously they while it's funny, it just I really just thought, and we'll talk about this. I really just thought after winning the Impact title, that they would be on top of the world, super strong, chest out, fucking nobody's fucking with us. And then they go do this goofy shit in the promo. They missed the boat. They really missed the boat with it. I was hoping for more Four Horsemen and less oddities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know the oddities, but I seen their fucking entrance at times, and I felt like this was way more a bunch of goofballs than it was. What you would want to see is more Four Horsemen, powerful, strong, you're not fucking with us type of guys. You know what I mean? Kenny just won the fucking Impact title, bro. He's now holds 3 major titles in 3 major organizations.
Yeah.
And he just fucking, like, here's the other thing. This was kind of why I wanted to wait to get to this. What are they doing? What are they doing? He doesn't have the belts on him. They barely fucking grazed over it in the limo. They're not showing stills of him winning. They didn't promote it or mention it at all leading up. What are we doing?
What they really should have done with this, first of all, fuck the Hangman Page Brian Cage match. You should have opened the show with him coming down, holding all the gold, with Don Callis, his whole entourage, and he cuts a promo about how now he is the king of the fucking world. Right. He's holding all the gold. They could at that point go to stills. They could go to the fact that he won the thing. This was a joke. This was just like, we don't even. They devoted nothing to the fact that this happened, and that's part of what lost me this week was when I saw this. I was just like, because first I have to say, and I want to wait till we got to this too. I didn't want to bring it up at the very beginning. I was very surprised the show opened the way it did. How I just described it is how I thought the show was going to open. I thought it was going to open with him coming out, right?
Makes sense. Your fucking champion just won another organization's championship.
Exactly. And they completely dropped the ball. It's like they didn't even really care. And that's what it feels like. It feels like they don't care. It's like, I don't understand what the point is of this quote unquote forbidden door opening, of having him winning all this gold. What's the point? Because it doesn't feel to me like it's really leading anywhere. At first I was thinking it might lead somewhere, but now it feels like it's a complete throwaway.
Right. It's like, okay, so just to touch base with what before I make my point on it is, you have Kenny, who is the best in the world. You have an opportunity to now tout that he is the best in the world, and this is proof. And he's, excuse me, he's taking the titles from all these companies. You know, even the mega title, like it's been out there once, mentioned it a couple times, not often, and you're dropping the ball on it. Now, listen, maybe there's some contractual shit with AEW and Impact where they like, listen, we're not doing XYZ. We'll do this, this, and this. Maybe there's something in there that they have going. I don't know. But I also want to say that one thing I was thinking, which I just think it's a dumb move, because again, you have this opportunity to make Kenny this fucking, like, the fucking pro wrestling god of gods. If you know
exactly.
what I mean? Like, just to use that as a phrase, I can't think of a better phrase, but like basically you put him up there and he's like, you know, like when these guys go Super Saiyan or what, I don't know nothing about that, but I believe that's like, you know, the fucking final thing in like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Super Saiyan. Like, that's correct.
You're so powerful that nobody's fucking with you. Like, you have an opportunity to make that Kenny Omega.
Exactly.
Right? So one thing that I'm thinking that they could be doing is, we know that Tony Khan has been kind of healing it up on their television.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing promos, advertisements, etc. And I think he's trying to do a USWA WWF Vince McMahon, you know, precursor to Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to do that, where I want to say it was 92, 93 in USWA, where McMahon was showing up on USWA Memphis television, cutting these types of things, you know, super cocky, arrogant promos. And while WWF guys went there, they really didn't get reciprocated back, if that makes sense. So maybe they're doing that same premise with AEW and Impact. The only thing, again, I'm fine. I understand that, but if your world champion is going to win their belt, another major company's belt that's been around almost 2 decades, you like make that something. They may not be what they were, but it means something. You know? So for me, it's almost like, I get the McMahon USWA type deal, but I think you're really fucking dropping the ball, and you're not taking advantage where you really should be taking advantage of. So really just fucking up, in my opinion. Yeah. Another fucking thing that's just like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, it felt like a waste, because that's what I was actually looking forward to with the show, was I wanted to see how they were going to follow up with the title win. And yeah, there's nothing.
Nothing. Whatever. Simon says, moan, moan, moan. Is that for us or Jimmy? Because we're speaking facts.
Yeah, man.
If you don't fucking agree with that, I don't know what to tell you, man. Mr. Wrestling, a.k.a. Independent King. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. So next up, we got Bucks versus Slidell Brothers. Match was okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
Again, the Bucks, way too much over the top healing. Like, at times they do it and it works. Other times they do it and it's just like, come on, man. Posing after he punches him in the dick, and just waiting for the camera and like, I don't know. I don't know. Just
they don't really have a balance. That's the problem. Like they can't.
Yeah.
They're either it's one extreme or the other. They can't find the middle ground.
It's either I want to punch their fucking teeth out, or I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said here, every time I see something I like from them, they do 5 things that make me hate them again.
Exactly.
It's just whatever. The end of the match, you get SCU coming out. They confront the Bucks after the match. Obviously, it looks like these two teams are going for a showdown. They mentioned how they used to be friends, but now they're just dicks, and et cetera, et cetera. And we were, if we lose again, we're not going to be a tag team. Blah blah blah. We'll see.
I mean, I am kind of interested in this, because SCU has for months now, they've been saying that, they got to keep winning, that the next time they lose, they're going to break up as a team. And I don't know whether or not they're going to have them necessarily go over on the Bucks. So that should be, I'm actually curious to see where they're going to take that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in SCU at this point. Early on, it was like cool. It was there wasn't as many people in the company. Now there's so many more people I'd rather see in that position.
Yeah.
Next up, we get a Jade promo. She basically running down how people are trying to court her to be her manager, and doesn't seem like she's having it right now. She wants all the money, all the fame, So, pretty decent promo.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's been coming into her own quite a bit.
Yeah. Penta versus Orange Cassidy. We opened this match up with like way too much shit at the beginning, just way too much fucking of that goofy shit.
It's very goofy.
Penta does his glove thing, so he had that to do. Then of course you got the pockets and the kick, and I don't know. The one thing during this match that was really cool was Orange Cassidy's suicide dive into a press by Penta. Penta just catches him and presses him.
That was well done.
Which was really fucking cool. Like the timing worked perfect too. I was like, man, that could go wrong quick and easy. It's almost like, you're trying to do too much, bro. Like, we'd see people trying to do something like that and they end up fucking it up because they're trying to do too much. That could have been you're trying to do too much. But because it landed, you're like, holy shit, that was pretty fucking bananas, But the match itself was okay. I don't know. Like, I know you're an Orange guy. It's like, I like him, but I'm not really, when he comes out, I'm not like, yes, Orange is out.
Yeah, like, I used to like him quite a bit, but now he's becoming a bit tired. Like, I'm finding his gimmick to now be a bit tired. Like, I think he needs to evolve. He's finally, he started talking, and but then they never really changed the character at all. Like, I thought that once he started talking, they might change up the gimmick a little bit, and they haven't. So he needs to evolve into something else at this point.
Yeah. So we get another foreign object by Orange Cassidy on the heel was perceived heel, even though I believe he's coming out of the face tunnel. And it finally worked. Yep. So that's 2 weeks in a row we get fucking foreign objects. Woo! They're doing their job, baby.
They're listening to us. Remember that.
Yes,
they're
sir.
Listening to us.
Yes, sir. They are. TK, just throw us a little subliminal on the show that we could catch.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Give us a wink. One of these guys. Who should we ask to have him give us a wink? Shida? Britt Baker?
I mean, it's got to be somebody subtle. So maybe Shida. Shida's relatively subtle. Britt Baker isn't. I think it would have to be somebody subtle.
Yeah. So next time Shida's out there on Dynamite, because fuck the other shows, because you're really fucking up these other shows.
They're
yeah.
They're literal background noise for me now. Literal.
Yeah. Basically, you just made 2 shows of the same shit that you didn't even need to. You had me from excited to fucking in the first announcement. Literally the first announcement match of the show. I just was like, fuck this show. So we need Shida to give us a wink directly in the hard camera. Wink. And we'll know you're listening. So
I'm gonna freak out if that happens next week.
Dude, I would fucking bug, bro. If she fucking is out there and she gave us a hard camera wink, dude, I would fucking shit my pants. Listen, people, don't take us too serious. We don't really think TK is listening to us.
Well, sometimes we do, but yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you never know. I'm sure they listen to a lot of different fucking outlets, you know. But anyway, so next up we get a Brit promo. It was another good promo on the rankings. She took a subliminal dig at him, of course, of the importance of them, and of course she called out Shida. So that's gonna happen. Unfortunately, they're going to put the title on her and take it from Shida. It's probably going to be double or nothing. And again, I say unfortunately, not because I don't think Britt is good on the mic and I think she's a great character. She, like we said, I just don't think that she can carry a fucking match.
Right.
I don't feel you can have a weak wrestler carry the championship, because you can't carry the championship if you can't carry a match.
Right.
My opinion, probably most people's opinions that really sit there and think about it or know wrestling in general. Because look, there's a bunch of motherfucking marks. We're all marks, bro, but there's like levels to markdom. And there are marks that are just like, she needs the title. And it's like, bro, you're not even listening or watching what the fuck is going on. I'm sorry, you're listening, but you're not watching what's going on. You're going off your ears and what you're hearing, not what you're seeing. So I think you guys need to reevaluate what the fuck you're watching.
Word up.
Okay. Word. So next up we get what'd you have on that promo? I'm sorry, I haven't even given you a fucking second to talk. My apologies.
No, it was good. It was again, like that's the thing. She's it's insulting to Roddy Piper to call her Roddy Piper, but yeah, she's Roddy Piper on the mic, but not Roddy Piper in the ring. And that is the problem. She could be a chicken shit heel, but that could only carry you so far if you're going to hold the title. So, I agree. I want her talk show back. I've been saying that like over and over again. They could have been doing this on a talk show. You could have her doing this within the confines of her show as opposed to just being interviewed in the back by Tony.
Yeah. All right, next up we got the Pinnacle and Inner Circle parlay. Now, listen, parlays happened back in the fucking old days. This is what they used to do before they would do battle. They'd parlay on the field. Yep. Then they'd fucking chop each other's heads off with swords. I thought that this was going to be the fucking worst thing ever because I'm tired of these type of things with Inner Circle. So, I will say it was only 80%. It was only 20% bad, in my opinion. All right. I know I'll give you plenty of time to talk about your points. I know you got some points. But I will start. Okay, first off, they have done a shitty job of giving us rules to Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
They've done a very shitty job of promoting it. Like they weren't even like, like I feel like 2 cages, 1 giant cage, 2 rings. Like they've really, even leading up in the previous couple weeks, they really haven't done any crazy promo like that, They haven't given you a rule list, like first 2 contestants start every 2 minutes, pop up. Like they said it, but like give us a graphic. Boom, 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 boom. We know it's War Games. They know it's War Games. But there's people that don't know what the fuck Blood and Guts is, bro.
Yep.
So, anyway, that's to get that off my chest. Next up, Sammy started so well when they gave him the mic, right? And then he had to go a little too far. It's like when they were giving him the mic just to fucking meander. He starts meandering and meandering. So he went a little too fast and a little too much. He starts doing you and you and you and you and you and you and you. Like you were good at 2 U's. You and you. You didn't have to go 6 U's. You know what I'm saying? The popcorn guy, this guy, that guy. Like, dude, calm down. There's 2 U's would have been fine. We don't need the fucking merch stand guy. You don't need to mention him either. That's number 1. Started off good, really got off rails quick. Next up, I love Santana. I love the dude on the mic. The best. Really can't wait for these guys to get their shine. Him and Ortiz. MJF and Jericho, in my opinion, both cut amazing promos. I know you got an issue with Jericho's, but for me, it wasn't too much, which it usually is, which made it great for me. Him saying we're going to step on you like the pile of crap you are, wipe our feet on the concrete, and look down at the only spot you deserve. I fucking love that line. It brings me back to the 90s NWO, where everything was whose spot, well, my spot, Hogan's spot, this spot. They were talking about their spots in the company, blah blah blah. And my joke was I actually brought the sign to Starrcade 97 was an outline of a wheelchair, and it said Hogan's spot on my sign. I wish it got on TV, but I don't believe it did. But that was my fucking take on like the whole spot when they were talking whose spot, this spot, that spot. I can't remember how the gimmick started, who it was. I think it involves Scott Hall and them, but I can't remember. But, yeah. But my joke was always that's Hulk Hogan's spot is the fucking wheelchair, because I always thought he sucked and whatever. But so I love that reference. Like, I don't know if he was using that as a reference, but I felt like that was like a reference pulled right from what I love. You know what I mean? I know you had an issue. I'm going to let you talk about that issue. I honestly don't remember hearing that when he was cutting the promo. So I can't say I have an issue with it. If you said I'm going to be honest, I heard somebody else say the same thing. So I know he said it. I agree with you. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, before I even get to that part, I mean, the overall parlay between Sammy and some of these other guys, it didn't really feel like, until it got to Jericho and MJF, it just felt so ho-hum. It felt like nothing. It felt a bit forced. I felt like of all the guys, Shawn Spears probably sounded the best. He wasn't over the top, and he was very pointed.
Real quick. Yeah. Just another thing, they basically set up Sammy and Spears to be the first entrance into this.
Yeah.
So Sammy said, I'm gonna be holy fucking shit. We have a sighting, boys and girls. We have a sighting. Bake is back in the house. Kenny Waters, baby. Woo!
Holy shit.
NJF 2021. We miss you, Bake. Where you been? It's been a month, son. Wait,
Who the hell is this?
No! Somebody did this whole thing just to fucking... No way! Yo, props to you, bro. Like, I fucked up your whole conversation now. I'm sorry, but...
Who is this?
Holy shit! Yo, whoever this is, you deserve a fucking... Yo, you're the fucking man. Here's in the chat. It's Promoter of the Year Tony Khan. That's the name of the person. Greetings, gentlemen. Jags picked #1 overall this weekend. AEW ratings are amazing. Life is good, with the sunglass smiley emoji, and it's a pic. His little avatar is a pic of TK.
That's awesome.
Oh, bro, that is fucking brilliant.
That's awesome.
Oh, please hit us on Skype. I want to know who that really is.
Yeah.
It's probably I don't want to give props to anybody in particular, but I can only guess it's somebody we know.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. And the fact that we got, I feel like somebody disappeared from the chat.
Oh, did somebody use too many exclamation points?
So it's just good to see Kenny back, bro.
Yep.
We missed you, bro. All right. So anyway, I apologize for cutting you off. They went a little further because we had some funny shit happen in the chat, and some good shit happen in the chat. But so basically, it's setting up for Sammy says basically says I'm gonna be the guy, you know, like so go ahead. So that happened during the Spears portion of the promo. I apologize. I'm really sorry to cut you off like that.
I thought that Spears of everybody sounded the most pointed. He didn't sound over the top. It was deflated by Sammy saying, well, you failed in the last company you're in, you failed in this company, and it kind of deflated the whole point, but I just felt that he sounded the best, he being, Sean Spears. But yeah, Jericho and MJF sounded fine. My whole problem was, like I said, the second Jericho, like what was it? Tully tried getting involved when the two of them were talking, and Jericho shouts at him, "You're not coming off my promo," and that took me the fuck out of it. You can't be using these industry terms in the middle of something that's supposed to be serious like this.
Right.
And like I said, this has happened before. You had Paul White during one of the Dark Elevation matches saying that Shida was selling the ankle. That's commentary?
Right.
That's like watching a Shakespearean play and some no schlub actor gets involved and the guy talking goes, "You're not cutting off my soliloquy." It's like, it's exactly what this was.
You just lost about 99% of the audience. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what a soliloquy. Okay.
Bro, come on, man. I'm fucking basic, yo.
Well, anyway.
I speak Ebonics, kid. Like, fuck you mean soliloquy.
But that's exactly what it was. It really just, it takes you out of it when you're finally getting into it and you're getting invested in it, and then he goes and uses an injury term like, "Oh, you're not cutting off my promo."
Right.
Promo. Go ahead.
Here's the deal. MJF said some shit that was kind of like felt super inside. I don't know if Jericho was like on board with it or what. Maybe he got so fired up in that moment.
Like, what was he said? What are you talking about? Like,
I can't remember exactly what he said. He did say something pretty. It was, the bloodshot eyes.
Yeah.
Because Jericho always looks like he's fucking sauced up.
That's true, actually.
He always looks like he's sauced up. So he said that, and that's when Jericho kind of got a little fucking riled up. And of course, maybe Tully really was trying to like fucking be that in the between guy.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And Jericho kind of was in the heat. You like possibly. I'm not saying it's possibly.
So here's the thing. That actually does make sense because you're right. The timing of it, that was around the point where Tully got involved. But that being said, even if Jericho was upset, he should have enough wherewithal to be like not still using that kind of term. Promoter of the Year, Tony Khan, is back. Just wanted to be here to break the news that Punk vs. Show is in the works, and I couldn't have done it without help of Uncle Dave. P.S. is true. Uncle Dave is on the AEW payroll. We got to find out who this fucker is.
Oh, that's fucking great. Could be the guy saying he's got soccer to watch.
Oh, and Big Dub says apparently Alan went to a theater camp one summer. That's funny. I like that.
Soliloquies.
God damn it! You don't know what a soliloquy is?
I've heard the word, bro. I'm not.
You went to grade school,
but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's when an actor's just on stage and they're going through their. It's basically a promo. That's what I should call it. It is a promo. It's an actor on stage talking out to the audience, to him or to himself or to the audience. It's basically a promo, but it's done by a Shakespearean actor, or it could be somebody on Broadway.
To be or not to be?
Yeah, that's a promo.
That is the question.
That's a promo. There you go.
Okay.
So
cool.
It's basically what it is. But yeah, I think you make a very good point in regard to the timing, and maybe Jericho got upset, but even so, I don't know. I think he should have had the wherewithal to realize where he was and not use the word promo.
Right. I'm not saying he did, but I mean, you take that fucking shot. When MJF said that, I was like, oh shit, like that's kind of cutting close, you know? Cause I feel like I might have said that on the podcast before, or maybe in private, you know, where I'm like, dude, Jericho's always fucking looks ripped.
Yeah.
You know, he just always looks like he's ripped. And I don't mean ripped as in
No.
body ripped. I mean fucking off his fucking, you know, he's off the wagon. He's had a fucking couple too many, you know? But, Yeah. So is that all you got on that?
Yeah, it was okay. That took me out of it. And again, I felt like outside of Sean Spears, it just feels like, I don't know, they all sound like bad actors whenever they have one of these things now. And unfortunately, and this is again where I'm going to go with a WWE comparison, it feels scripted. That's but it's true, right? It feels scripted. I hate that about it.
Yeah.
And that's what made WWE suck, is when they started going to scripting.
But who seems the most scripted every time they're out there?
I gotta tell you right now, Sammy sounds really scripted. Like he sounds really scripted when he talks.
He doesn't get enough out there.
Yeah.
He doesn't get out there enough, in my opinion, and I feel like he has to be, because he's not getting. Because when like you saw, when they would just give him the mic on Dark, like he would just fucking, I don't know what he was doing. And I love Sammy. I think he's got. I hate the fact that he's gonna be face now.
Yeah, me too.
He's a great, smarmy, arrogant heel. He just needs to work on, number one, change the voice up a little. Just a little, like listen, bro. Change it up a little bit. Just put a little bass in it. I get it's not your real voice, but bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing, and this ain't dissing anybody, but I saw Anthony Bowen's YouTube on YouTube, and you hear Anthony Bowens on AEW, you're like, what the fuck? Like, wait, that's Anthony Bowens? Yeah. Holy shit! Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not a negative fucking thing. So fuck anybody who wants to come at me about it. It's like reality. Like, holy shit. From him personally in real life to him on TV, you're like, they could not be any fucking further apart.
Yeah, it's like night and day.
I was blown away, and I have no care either way. I'm just saying as an example, Sammy could use that, put a little more in your voice. You know what I'm saying? Practice it, learn it. He's a little too, he's a little too like that, and also he needs to learn to calm his promos down, take his time, stop meandering.
Exactly. By the way, Promoter of the Year, Tony Khan, has been muted in the chat.
Oh, too many exclamation points.
Nah, he hasn't used a lot at all. I don't know what's up. Something happened.
What did he say?
I don't know, but all of his messages were retracted, so he has been put into timeout. We don't know why.
Uh-oh.
Something happened.
It doesn't say it. Didn't it say it last time?
You might be able to see it. I can't.
Yeah, no, it says messages redacted. Yeah. It doesn't say why. Or it doesn't say how long or anything.
Unless Stream Elements, for some reason, thinks that he is a troll. Maybe there's some kind of dictation that he's doing that it makes it go, okay, this is weird.
Makes you go.
Yeah. We'll find out. We'll see if he comes back in.
We'll see. Next up, we got Nakazawa versus Kingston. I love Kingston just comes out and he says, cut this fucking sports entertainment crap out. Just stop it. We're not gonna fucking do this sports entertainment. Says he wants Kenny. Kenny comes out. He cuts a great promo, and then Nakazawa attacks Kingston from behind. Kingston eventually gets to get back, knocks Nakazawa out with the spinning back fist. He basically tells Kenny he's gonna break his ankle, break Nakazawa's ankle if he doesn't get in the ring. He's got it locked up in the chair like they did to him. Kenny says, "All right, well, that's fine. Knox signed up for this. This is he signed up for this." And he goes, "We have another goon who's gonna help us out." And basically, Brandon Cutler comes stumbling out of the back from behind Kenny. Now, I just thought that this was them kind of tossing Cutler to the wolves, so to speak, and it turns out it was not. It was Moxley throwing him out there after attacking him. Then he attacks Omega. They get him in the ring. They choke him out, and then they threaten. While he's out, they put his ankle in this chair, and they threaten to break his ankle unless he agrees to a tag match. Omega and Nakazawa versus Kingston and Moxley. And Callis he's trying to be like, wait, and eventually he has to agree because he realizes they're serious. We know Moxley don't play games, and of course, next week maybe, I believe it is, or 2 weeks, is knocking Omega versus Kingston and Moxley.
That's right.
What do you have on this, if anything?
No, it was good. It was I don't know. It kind of left me a little flat because of the whole. It just feels like this is okay. This is like any other week, versus Omega being now a much bigger deal considering what he just accomplished. You know what I mean? It was okay, but I was taken out of it because of that. It feels to me like this right. It feels like we completely skipped over what happened with the TNA title. We're back here
like it never
happened, and it just jarred me for that reason.
He should have all 4 titles around his waist.
Show the gold.
Taken up.
Like
taken up from dick to tits.
I like that. Dick to tits. I like that.
Dick to tits. Put it on a t-shirt. Take notes.
It's
dick to tits t-shirt. We put an eggplant emoji and a 2 mountain emojis as dick to mountains.
Now I have an interesting tidbit. I forgot where this is brought up in the show.
No, seriously, put it in the notes. I don't hear you typing.
Wait, you mean like on the shirt?
Our shirt notes.
Oh, you want that? You seriously want that on the shirt notes? All right, hold on.
Yeah, we'll do an eggplant emoji and then 2 mountains. Dick to tits. Bro, I'm here, bro. Like, come see me for the ideas.
All right, hold on.
I got the ideas. I'm bad at executing.
So eggplant emoji. 2 mountains. Yeah, I get it.
And then equals dick to tits. You got to type that so you know.
Yes.
Because we might forget what it means.
Yes.
Dick to tits titles.
I like that.
So go ahead. What were you gonna say? I apologize.
Oh yeah. So there was one thing. Hold on. I took a note here because this is interesting, and I forgot where they announced this. And I'm only bringing it up now because of the fact that we do have Moxley here. But apparently, they next week is going to be Moxley defending the IWGP title against Yuji Nagata.
Your fucking Russian thing.
That was not brought up here? Okay, I apologize.
It might have been.
Yeah, because I had the reason I'm bringing it up, which is because this was an interesting note that I had read somewhere, is that Nagata has not been on TNT since 1998, which is pretty cool. Like I didn't.
He was WCW talent.
Yeah, so I just found that significant, and I'm sorry if I jumped ahead. I forgot where they announced this. I wanted to make sure.
I'm just busting your balls. It don't matter because we were going to talk about.
Okay.
It anyway.
Okay. But yeah, I just thought that was very cool.
Number one, it's awesome. That's going to be what the second time a New Japan guy is going to be on TNT.
That's right.
And on AEW, I should say, and then on top of that, they're touting the U.S. IWGP U.S. title.
Yeah. So pretty good.
I don't know. Commercial break, and we have Q Card Sammy back. So that's exciting. I love Q Card. Q Card Sammy's amazing. I love it. I really dig the Q cards. Whoever had the idea.
Yeah.
Next up, we get a Taz promo. Christian Cage comes in and blah, 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 blah. Did you have anything in particular?
I'll add a couple blahs to your blah, 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 blah.
So, okay.
You know what? No, I'm sorry. Let me just say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Christian Cage is adding absolutely nothing to this company.
Nothing.
I'll leave it at that. Nothing. I don't know what they paid, but whatever it was, they paid too much. And I respect Christian. I do. I respect his history. I respect his talent. But yeah, he absolutely is literally contributing nothing to this. So
I got no interest.
Yeah.
I heard an interesting thought process that maybe he takes Team Taz from Team Taz, like those guys. Maybe Starks turns and goes with him, or whatever.
I mean, that would be interesting. It's been a hot minute since Christian was ever a heel. When he was a heel, he was actually very good. I don't know whether or not he could pull that up again, but
I'll take your word.
Yeah, no, he is. He's a decent heel. It's been a very long time since he was, and I don't know whether or not he can. I don't know if he can call that back up again. I don't know. He's been milquetoast for so long now, but we'll see.
We'll see. Big Dub says it's 5/12. So 5/12, I'm assuming he means the Omega Nakazawa versus Moxley and Kingston. Yeah, I thought I wasn't sure if it was this week or the week after because I know they announced a couple matches for both.
I had it on my list here. They announced it for next week.
Maybe he's not talking about that. Then.
Yeah, this is next week. This is what they had mentioned on the show. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
All right, so next up we get Statlander versus Penelope Ford. Honestly, I felt like they showed out in this match.
Very good.
I felt like it was a great match. It was fairly clean. Best match in the show, in my
Definitely, I agree.
I heard somebody say that Statlander botched something. I didn't notice it. Again, maybe I turned away from it. I don't know. Like maybe I missed it, but I thought, considering that she had a lot of sloppy moments before she got injured in matches, I felt like I didn't see many. Penelope looked fucking great. I know that they've both had moments where they've fucked up some stuff, but I really felt like they the women shined on this.
They did.
They really showed out, and that was a good match.
Come to think of it, that's the second week in a row where, at least in our opinion, the women's match stole the show.
Right.
So.
Oh, the Moxley defending his belt's 5/12. Yeah, I knew that wasn't till the future, like a couple weeks from now. So yeah, I guess the tag team is next week. Next up, we get Dustin, Billy, and Johnson versus Camarado, Solo, and QT.
Can I yawn any harder?
I know.
Would Dustin please turn already?
Right. Please make it happen. My only real notes are like the ending of this. At the end, the Gun Brothers attack QT and he scurries off while his crew beat them down. He heads back to the bus and he opens the door and Cody attacks him. They're brawling. And they do their brawl, whatever. Obviously this is going to lead to a match, and literally the camera didn't even get off of them before they announced the fucking match.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense how they do that. Who's talking to who that all of a sudden that's becoming a thing?
Right, like, it just signed. It's like, let it breathe. Shit. Go to commercial, come back, and announce it.
I almost feel like...
They literally, they just, it was on them, and the camera panned off, and, hey, just announced. Like, whoa, hold up, Speedy Gonzalez.
I feel like they should have a bit now where they'll have something like this take place. All of a sudden, TK runs out and he goes, "Hey, everybody, next week, they're fighting." And then he runs back again.
It's ridiculous. Like, just give it 5 minutes. Go into the commercial, come back, let the announcer say it. Throw a graphic on the screen just before the next match. You know what I mean? It's not hard.
Very quickly for Big Dub. Number one, Big Dub, I apologize. You were correct. I did do a little bit of more additional research here, and you're right. 5/12 is the defense. Secondly, that is not rain. Dishes are being washed.
Washing dishes, baby. Do you have anything else on that match itself? No. Like I didn't even pay attention.
Again, I'm really at the point now with this stuff where it's just like, is Dustin going to turn? No. Okay, I'm turning away.
Now here's where they announced Moxley, because holy shit, Moxley defending the IWGP US title on Dynamite against Yuji Nagata.
Yes.
So
you're right. Cool. So I missed when it was actually announced.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Obviously, Yuji Nagata's an IWGP World Champ at one point.
Yeah.
Obviously, a WCW alum. I don't know that he was ever officially contracted by WCW. He might have had a long. It's been so long. I don't know if he was a New Japan guy just working. Because they would have excursions and shit and work in the States, and same with Americans would go over there and do, 8 weeks or whatever. But I felt like Nagata was there for a little while.
I felt like too.
Pretty,
maybe
pretty decent amount of time.
Yeah, if he wasn't under contract, he was certainly at least affiliated with them.
Oh, because New Japan and WCW were very heavily
exactly.
But I'm just saying, I don't know, I can't remember if his contract was with WCW or New Japan, and he was just over here like on an excursion, wrestling, in the States.
Yeah.
Like Liger would come over for like a month or two, and like Muda would come over, stuff like that, and then they go back, and work their normal company. But okay, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to see where my notes come from here, but okay, yeah, they do yet another 4-team title eliminator match. So my notes say yes, another 4-way tag team eliminator match. Is this like one of the only stipulations that they know, or what? Like, and does it always have to be fucking 80 fucking tag teams in a fucking match? Tired of it.
My notes say rabble, 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 rabble.
I can't wait for that fucking mess. I don't even know who's in the match. It's just
I
don't even care.
Yeah.
Next up, Miro finally catches up to Kip. Or I should say Kip, finally goes to see Miro.
Yeah.
He basically, Kip's like, listen, I'm sorry. He doesn't even say a word. He just smashes him. Throws him around, beats him up. At the end, smashes Kip's wrist in the door, and seemingly forgives him. Says he'll see him soon.
Yep.
Says I'll see you soon. Walks away. So Psycho Miro.
This is what I was waiting for him to be ever since he first came to the company, and we're finally now getting to see that. So it took how many freaking months, but we're finally there.
Yep.
Now we're just going to have him beating up Sabian for the next 8 weeks and saying at the end of each beat up, I forgive you.
Right. Yeah. So that was cool. I mean, they did it well. It wasn't too bad. We'll see where it goes. Will it just be Kip and him feuding because Kip doesn't play the fucking cuck? Or
right.
Does Kip play the cuck and they're still boys?
Right.
Next up, we got Darby versus 10. I mean, Darby's headlined, like 4 of the last 5 Dynamites, maybe? Or,
yeah, it's been a lot.
I mean, it was Silver. Then I don't think they headlined. It was Hardy headlined, right?
Yeah, it's been a lot.
He headlined last week and the week before that. Or this week and the week before that. So, I mean, he's headlined a lot, which is good. I mean, I like Darby, man. I don't care what anybody says about his size. He sells... His selling makes up for any size difference. His charisma in there and his moves, and I think he does a fucking great job when he's in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Both guys, they had a great match. I love the little tribute to Brodie at the end where Darby took the thing off of 10's wrist and showed it to the camera. The Brodie armband, and that was cool. But yet again, we get more fucking run-ins. Again and again and again and again. I actually did like seeing them attack Sting, though. And Sting actually, being on the bad end of it, that was good. However, Archer and 10 make the save. And still more confusion about Archer. And... not convinced. I'm starting to not really be a fan of Archer.
Yeah, he's kind of all over the place now.
Yeah, like even his acting and stuff, it's really starting to show through that he's not that good at it, So I'm starting to lose a little steam on him. And I mean, that's basically the show.
Yep.
I don't, obviously I have notes again about the Impact and AEW not touting it, the Impact win, but who knows? Who knows what they're doing there, why they're doing it, why they aren't doing it. He's definitely doing the Mr. McMahon character. Well, I should say the McMahon USWA.
Yeah, which preceded. It was Mr. McMahon, but before it really became Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Eddy slides into the chat at the very end here.
Yeah.
And, he's probably taking a shot at Simon since he's a big soccer fan too. Yeah, Simon says he got sacked last week, Eddy. This ain't football. This ain't that football, Simon. Calm down. Sacked. Talking some NFL terms now, buddy. That's probably just some European term. I don't fucking know. Eddy will know because Eddy's fucking European. Yeah, Eddy's a big fucking kickball fan too. So I gotta shit on him every chance I get. Yeah, they named the fucking team the Spurs, bro. Like, that's an NBA team,
Yeah,
bro.
every time I hear the Spurs, I keep thinking, what, San Antonio? They're doing soccer now? It's like, all right.
Whack, son. Hi, Eddy.
Hi, Eddy.
He says, hey, guys. Hi, Eddy. How are ya? Yeah, how you feeling, Alan, from the shot?
Oh, fine. The first one's not a big deal. It's the second one I have a feeling might be an issue. So we'll find out in 3 weeks.
Alan might fucking not be on the show in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Depending on how things go, it may not be doable. From what
let me run out and get something in my arm that's gonna fucking hurt, and on top of that might make me fucking sick. Makes a lot of sense to me.
I feel like I have no choice with my profession and everything else. That's my problem. So,
hence I am not getting one.
Okay.
Your profession. Motherfucker, you sit on the couch doing work all day, bro. I'm out amongst the people, son.
No, I'm talking about once we go back to.
Okay, you'll be around the same 20 people every day?
Oh, a lot more than that.
How many?
It can vary depending on whether I go to a studio or go to an event or go to someplace else on a campus. It can be a lot. Yeah.
I don't want to hear it, bro. I'm probably around hundreds of people.
You should be doing then probably, but we're not gonna talk about that here.
I'll talk about it. I ain't getting no fucking vaccine, bro. Like, oh, actually, YouTube probably will fucking.
Yeah, say there goes the stream.
I think the stream is dead. Like, it just shut off.
There goes the stream. There goes the chat.
The stream just shut off. Holy shit. Oh, aren't we supposed to be wearing masks right now while we're at home talking to the screen?
Yeah.
I forgot. We're supposed to set an example. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, Big Dub says, Bill, if you need a fill-in, let me know. I'll set that up, Big Dub. The Uncensored podcast. I'm assuming Uncensored. They're talking about soccer Uncensored. Yeah, so all kidding aside, whatever. Eddy comes in late. He must have been watching fucking kickball too. Were you watching kickball, Eddy?
And he's right. They're called the Hot Spurs. Yeah, I keep hearing Spurs, and I keep thinking, all right, it's.
What the fuck is a hot spur? What is that?
I don't know.
Is that like right when they're? Is that right when they're forged? They come out hot. Hot Spurs.
I don't know. What does it mean? What is hot spur? Or Eddy? What does it mean? What does hot spurs mean?
Yeah, what is a fucking hot spur, bro? Is that like when you're kicking a horse a lot? You're hot. You're trying to run. Like, what is that?
Also, is it football uncensored or football uncensored?
It couldn't be football uncensored. People would come there looking for NFL.
That's what I'm saying. It have to be football.
Football
with the umlaut. The Tottenham Hotspurs.
Oh, he's on the field. He's out there with his son. He's got a game. That's right. He did say that. Yeah, he stopped by early to pick up some shit.
Cool.
Some figures I have for him. Yeah, we get it, Simon. We know the fucking name. We want to know what the fuck a hot spur is.
What is a hot spur?
What is a hot spur? If anybody else listening knows what the fuck a hot spur is, send us an email. AEW Uncensored Podcast @gmail.com.
It's reference to the Spurs put on fighting chickens. Wow, okay.
Whoa! Talk about... Whoa! Holy shit, wait a minute. Talk about, like, not politically correct.
So
Europe's doing it right.
UK, they don't just fight. They fight with spurs on. That's hardcore.
No, that's the thing with chickens. They put fucking like blades on them and shit.
I never heard of that. I thought they just fight tooth and nail. I didn't know that they put things on them.
Well, they have you know about chicken fights.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, they put like razor blades on their legs and shit.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So
wow.
That something that you have an actual team named after fighting animals is crazy, because we can't even have a fucking Indian on the side of a helmet anymore. Nope. Okay? These motherfuckers got fighting chickens, roosters, as a fucking name. We can't even call the fucking team the Washington Redskins no more. They got fighting fucking... Well, you might as well be fighting dogs at this point. Jesus Christ. Michael Vick got arrested and kicked out of the league for a while and sent to jail for fighting dogs. And you guys are naming fucking teams after fighting animals. People fighting animals. Oh my god.
The Spurs logo is a huge cock rail.
I don't even want to know
what that is.
I just don't want to guess, but I'm guessing.
Oh, and thank you, Big Dub. Big Dub said that if I foil from the second shot, he can fill in. Thank you, Big Dub.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah.
The Tottenham Hooligans were big in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. A team called the Hooligans. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
like that.
Sure, you're fucking bigging up fucking hooligans and shit, which is, but I don't know. For me, it's just like, that's kind of mind-blowing that they fucking have a team named after humans fighting animals.
That would never fly here in a heartbeat.
I don't even fucking get it.
No way.
Bro. Oh my god. That's just crazy to me. Oh man. All right, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. UncensoredAlliance.com. We're gonna get banned. UncensoredAlliance.com. We got everything we do there. Email us at AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Email us to let us know if you feel kind of crazy that that's the name of a team as well, a soccer team as well, that's named after fighting chickens. You know what I'm saying? Because I am very interested to hear what you, the listener, has to say about that. And here I am. I'm like fully against woke bullshit, cancel culture, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I'm all like, holy shit. But I mean, listen, man, I love animals too, so I'm not against fighting animals. However, I will eat the fuck out of a fucking cow.
Well, yeah.
And a chicken.
Well, tonight,
so maybe I'm
chicken.
Right. So maybe I'm wrong, but hey, like fighting them for pleasure, I don't, whatever. I'm not for that. So AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Let us know what you feel about that. I'd be interested to hear other people's opinions. If maybe I'm fucking wrong. AEW Uncensored Podcast on Facebook. Throw it in the search bar. Like the page. Join the group. We have both. Podcast is on all third-party podcast applications, Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeart Radio, and iTunes. Please write us a review on iTunes. Thank you for those that have. We have 3 new ones over the last month, so that was cool of you guys. Thank you. The last one was amazing. Thank you very much for that. That was awesome. And if you want to be on the show, join us on Skype. Link in the description of the podcast version and the live stream. We are live every Sunday at 3:05. I almost said 6:05. At 3:05 Eastern Standard Time, United States. Every Sunday. Very rarely do we, change it because we have something to do. And if we do, we usually try to get at least a week in advance. So, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you to everybody in chat. Kenny, fuck yes, baby. Good to have you back. We love you.
And before we go,
TK,
Simon says, when are we going to do the Foodies Uncensored podcast? We may have to think about that.
Yeah, set it up. And shout out to TK for joining us in the chat today. That was huge. We figured you were listening, brother. And everybody, thank you. We love you. Thank you for joining us every week. Thanks for sticking by us. And we love you. Peace
out.
Peace.